Happy Father's Day 2021. I hope that if you're seeing this video, I would just want to wish you a happy Father's Day. And, in this video, I'm going to talk about my amazing father. And I've been super blessed to have one. He's super cool. I just talked to him a little while ago. And, but not everybody's had a father. So, it's interesting. There's broken homes. Some people never even know who their father is, and it can be rough for a lot of people. But in this video, I'm going to kind of share some stories about my father, and then I'm going to share some stories about being a father. Welcome to Chavez Live 360, brought to you by Live Masters, where we feel alive by going live, and your journey to video mastery begins here. If you don't know who I am, my name is Mike Chavez, and I've been on a live video journey for 1,601 days. I go live every day with a video like this to get to know you and talk about current events and things to inspire you. I'm specialized in helping people step out of their comfort zone into their confidence, network online, leveraging video. That's what I do. So I'm actually broadcasting this video to you live from the fabulous city of Las Vegas. It was only like 113 here today, but it was beautiful. Let me know where in the world that you're tuning in from. Is it hot where you're at? Let me know below. I see Jim Weaver. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, brother. I'm glad that you're on this broadcast. That's actually kind of how you and I met. You're an amazing father. And listen. So in this video, I'm going to talk about Father's Day and how I'm starting, the older I get, the more I'm realizing how much I am like my dad. I learned so much from my father. I always wanted to emulate my dad. Everything my dad did, I always wanted to do. So my dad needs baseball, Dodger baseball. I mean, since as long as I can remember, I was listening to the ball game on the radio, watching it on TV, going to the ballpark, getting in Little League, playing catch with my father on the beach, and we would practice pitching to each other. Now, you need to realize at this time in my life, I was probably about, I don't know if my dad sees this video, he'll let me know, but I mean, maybe 8 or 9, 10 years old, 8 to 10 years old. And even before that, my dad, we would always play catch. But when I was about 10 years old on the beach, we would be playing catch. And my dad's a grown man. He could throw the ball hard. He played his whole life. Baseball was his thing. He could throw that ball like the major leaguers, like 80 in the 80s. And here I am, this 10-year-old kid, and he's just throwing that ball at me, and I'm catching it, and the glove is popping, and I'm throwing it back to him, and I'm throwing back hard too. And that was one of the things that we always used to do. We always used to go to the ball games. He'd take me to Dodger Stadium. We would play catch outside of the ballpark, waiting to get in. And all the balls that we would play catch with, we got from the ballpark because we got there early and we went to batting practice, and we would always get free baseballs. So that's one thing that I really was passionate about doing with my father. It's super amazing that he taught me all that. What's up, Chase? Happy Father's Day to you too, my man. So I'm talking about what is some of the things that you if you had a father around, what did he teach you? Like, what were some of the amazing things that you did? Another thing that my father did and I did all the time was surfing. That is a passion of his too, and I just followed in his footsteps as a kid. I remember him paddling me out as a little youngster. As long as I can remember, I've been in the water, going to the ocean, and then I think I was probably like 8 years old when I got my first board. I got my first surfboard, and every summer I'd go to the beach and I would surf. And then I went through so many different boards, and I love surfing. So I manifested already this summer. I'm going to go to California. Going to go stay with my dad, and we're going to go surf this summer. So stay tuned, because I'm going to go live from the beach surfing. Yes. So, okay. I found you over here listening to you, my friend, talk about my daddy day. Yes. So that's what I'm talking about. Surfing, and it was amazing. And I remember, I'll tell a couple quick stories. I don't want to bore you too much here on this video, but when we go on surfing trips, my dad was so cool. Everywhere we would go, he had this way of meeting new people. Okay, so everywhere he went, to all these different surf spots, because you got to realize when you go surfing and you go to different surf spots, some surfers are kind of territorial, right? If you show up and you start doing things or you start hopping people, they call it hopping when you take off in front of somebody on a wave, right? And you start doing things that aren't cool in the water, or you just whatever, you stick out. Yeah, you got to be cool to the locals, right? So everywhere we would go, my dad would always make friends with all of the locals. And he always had this saying that he would say, everywhere I go, I'm a local. And it's so funny. And that is another thing I know that I learned from my father is how to meet new people, is how to keep friendships. And my dad's got tons of friendships over the years. And again, one of the other things my father's passionate about is photography. I love taking pictures too. And my dad was a truck driver. Okay, he drove trucks for his whole career. He went to the army. He served in Vietnam, and he hauled bombs from Thailand into Vietnam. That's what he did when he went to the army. So when he got out of the army, he got a job driving a truck. And so as soon as he got out of the army, he was in his early 20s, right? Then I come into the picture. He's driving a truck. His whole entire working career, he drove a truck. He would drive his truck and he would surf. That was his thing. And he only had basically one job. He had most, like 90% of it, and then something happened to that job, and then he had one other job. So he only had two jobs that whole time. So I learned good work ethic from my father as well. And he's an amazing guy. I love my dad to pieces. And I'm realizing more now, the older I get, the more I'm so much like my father. We have so many things in common. It's mind-boggling. And he's been a great guy. He's been amazing. And unfortunately, his father passed away when my dad was real young. I think my dad was like 9 or 10 years old, and so I never got to meet my grandpa. My mom's dad, I got to meet him, and I had a childhood with him, and he was my grandpa, and that was cool. But my dad's dad, I never got to meet him. And part of the reason why I've made this radical transformation with my health over the last 8 or 9 months is because I want to be around for my kids. And my first son that was born when I was 23 years old. So I became a father for the first time at 23 years old. And of course, I wanted to teach my son everything that my father had taught me, because even though my dad's father passed away when he was really young, there's a lot of things that my dad learned from his dad that he's passed down on to me. And it's just interesting how when you become a father, you want to teach your children the things that your parents teach you. And so however you were taught as a kid, eventually when you become a parent, it's pretty common for to teach your kids the same kind of thing. So I've always wanted to do that. So I had my first son, Trevor, when I was 23, and then I ended up getting divorced, and then I was single for a while, and then when I was 38, started a new family, and that's when I had Amir, and he's 11 now, and then had Ara, she's 9 now, and then had Atia, she's 7 now. So I have 4 kids, and it's truly amazing. I got to see every single one of my children being born. And if you're a parent and you're a father, did you see your kids be born? Were you there? Did you actually see it? I mean, it's a miracle. It really is. To know that you watch the baby grow, and all of a sudden it comes out, and the coolest part is seeing what the baby's gonna look like. And I've cried every single time when I saw each one of my children being born. I love my kids to death, and I'm doing everything I can do on a daily basis to be the best person I could be, so I could be the best father for them. And it's pretty interesting to see now that my kids are wanting to do a lot of the same things that I'm doing. For example, my girls, they love to do videos. Imagine that. My daughter Atia is amazing on camera. They're athletic. They like sports, and they like. My daughter likes gymnastics, and my other daughter likes soccer. So lots of fun stuff. Being a father, and I had a great Father's Day today, and I appreciate you watching this video. I hope you had the best Father's Day ever. And I hope that if you have a father, you got to talk to him, or you got to see him, got to do something with them. And if you're a dad, happy Father's Day, guys. Big high fives to all the dudes out there that are fathers doing your thing. All right. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow with a new video. But I'm broadcasting this video on YouTube, Live Masters, and my Facebook personal page. But if you are interested in learning more about how to do videos or network online, or have any questions about what to do here on social media, please reach out to me and put a question mark in the comments so I can connect with you, because I have some amazing free resources that can definitely help you out. I've helped hundreds of people out over the last 4 years doing a video every day, building relationships with people. So I know some cool people that I might be able to introduce you to. All right. So happy Father's Day. Hope it was amazing. And I will see you tomorrow. Stay safe. God bless each and every one of you.